Hello fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? I am so excited for this tutorial because we are going to be doing a look inspired by a photo that I saw recently from Natasha and Denona. I'm going to leave it on screen right here so you can see what it looks like. Definitely let me know if you want me to do more tutorials that are inspired by certain things, if that's something that you're interested in, rather than going back and specifically like doing a look with one certain palette, because today I used products from a bunch of different things. But anyways, this is what the look looks like, and this was a promo photo Natasha and Denona showed for her new chromium eyeshadow multi-chrome liquid things that look absolutely stunning. But I saw this look and my jaw dropped. I was just like, I have to do that. So I went ahead and tried to recreate it with the multi-chromes that I have. So if you want to see how I got this look, let's just go ahead and jump right on in. Okay, so I'm going to start off with my Crow and Pebble eyeshadow primer in the shade Parchment. Just using a little bit of that to prime my lids. Right now, dipping into the original Be Perfect Cosmetics Carnival palette, I'm going to start off with this deep blue called Mood. Taking that with a BK Beauty 207 pencil brush, and I'm going to go ahead and map out the shade of the deep blue through my crease. Thought I'd go ahead and blend backwards today just for the heck of it, just to kind of switch it up. So I'm going to first go through and really just gently dot this into the eyes, pressing the pigment in. It right on my crease, doing a little bit more of a rounded shape and not worrying about blending at all yet. Going back in, adding a little bit more to the outer V, making sure it's nice and even all over. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and take this lighter blue right here, which is called Sky, and I'm going to grab that on a very, very tiny little blending brush. This is the Morphe M562. It looks super dirty, but it's just stained. And it is just a tiny, tiny wispy little crease brush. So I'm going to go ahead and start blending the outer edges with that light blue. And I'm not bringing it up high, I'm just keeping it right here and going in kind of a circular motion, keeping the shape that I made. And I'm also going to use some of that light blue right here, just to wing it out a little bit, because that's the shape in the photo. You can see I'm just slowly taking my time, building that shade up and blending it out. I'm also going to go back into Mood with a little smudger brush, and I'm going to smudge that along my entire lower lash line, just keeping it as small of a line as I possibly can. And then with that same smudger brush, I'm going to go into Sky, the lighter blue, and just blend it out a little bit. I'm also going to go ahead and take a clean blending brush and just quickly do a pass over the crease, just to make sure it's as soft as I want it. In the photo, Natasha and Denona definitely blew the light blue shadow all the way up to the brows. I feel like that makes it look less wearable for me, so I'm not going to go as high. I'm going to go ahead and do the inner corner now. It looks like an icy white, so I'm just going to grab the Tiny Marvels palette from Sydney Grace Cosmetics and take this shade right here called Web. And again, just using that same smudger brush, this is the BK Beauty 204. I'm going to pop that on the inner corner. I wiped off my little blending brush, and then I'm just going to kind of go over the inner corner just a little bit so it's really meshing in. Okay, so now the hardest part is going to be the lid, because looking at this photo, it's really hard to tell. I don't even know what multi-chrome shade she used from her collection, but it looks like there's like some green and then gold and then red, and it almost looks like two different multi-chrome shadows were used. I think that's what I'm going to do to try and recreate this. I'm going to start off with the shade Mood Ring from Terra Moons. I just picked up a little bit of it, and I am going to spray it because I want to get that like foiled liquid look. And I'm going to pop that on the outer part of my eye here, and then also the inner part as well. Just doing like a little bit of a halo with this. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and wipe that brush off. This one is the BK Beauty 203. It's just a fluffy lid brush. And I need something with a little bit more like of that reddy golden shade. So I think I'm going to take this one right here from Sydney. Ooh. Wow, I just dug my finger into that. I'm going to take the shade Twisted Shifter from Sydney Grace Cosmetics. Again, I'm going to wet it. And then I'm going to pop that on the center of the lid. See how this looks. I mean, I think this look would be beautiful just using one multichrome shadow all over the lid. This is super extra. It's just I'm trying to recreate her look. Which still, I feel like I'm kind of missing the gold aspect. So maybe I'll go in with one more shade on the middle. Okay, I have this shade from Looxi called Invictus. And I don't know, I feel like it has a little bit more gold to it. I'm just going to take a touch on my finger and just see if that makes a difference. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, so I think I'm going to put that in between the middle shade and the green shade. Literally just tapping it on. Doing the same on the inner corner. Okay, I'm going to finish up this eye look by adding a deep blue through my waterline. This is the Linda Hallberg Cool Mood Pencil. And then I'm also going to throw on my We Makeup More mascara, and I'll be right back. Okay, for blush today, I'm grabbing my Alamar Cosmetics Color Day Blush Trio, and I'm going to use the shade Paraiso. This is the Fair Light, and this is one of my favorite blushes. Just blending that in with the Sonia Kashuk blush brush. Not adding too much because I already feel like my eyes are super dramatic. I just want to add a little bit of color to the cheeks. And then for highlighter today, I decided to pull out my Ofra and Madison Miller highlighter in the shade Moon Dance, just because I feel like I haven't gotten that much use out of this compared to all my other Ofra highlights. It's kind of like a white golden shade right on the very tops of my cheekbones. And using just a tiny, tiny bit because the Ofra formula is intense. This is the Sigma Soft Blend 30. Also going to go ahead and throw that on my nose. I don't really do my nose that precisely. I kind of just throw it on and call it a day. My chin. Also going to take just a little bit more. I'm going to smile. And I'm going to apply some highlighter to the the apples of my cheeks, just because I've really been liking this look on other people. That placement's definitely not going to be for everyone. It just depends on if you want to accentuate that part of your cheekbone. For me personally, I do. Lastly, for lips, I kind of just want to keep it super simple. So I'm going to go into my Fenty Beauty Sweet Mouth Gloss Bomb. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I really love how it turned out. I feel like it is so different than anything I've ever done before. Just the super dramatic blue crease, the multi-chromes. I know I used a ton. Like I said, it's not realistic. If you used one multi-chrome all over the lid, it would be so, so beautiful. So that is everything for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.